So real quickly, we're going to dive in on this bodybuilder and why he's supposedly roid raging here, having this kind of a Tren attack here on stage. This was at the Win Classic in Kerman County or Country Championship. It was like a national world selection. You know, when you're on stage and when you're depleting stuff, like your emotions get the best of you. So this is definitely what might have happened here. So I tried to do more digging to see what happened with this bodybuilder, why he had such a rage, and also because he looked amazing. Like you'll see here him, and then also you'll see his competitor, fellow, I guess a friend of his who's also competing there under the same tutorship, which I think he probably won because he's a little bit bigger. So he might have not been happy with his placing, but here's the rest of that video. Once again, this guy, I mean, just from his, I know he's angry and like pumped now. Like from all the videos I saw, he definitely should have placed high. And this is part of the reason why. So like what had happened, and I'll show you that someone actually translated a little bit because they understand language and they were able to explain. But he went from, I've heard a little bit of everything from first, second to third. So he was told he was already getting placed first, second, or third on 3 separate occasions, and a few other sources say 2 separate occasions. And so they're like, essentially they're like, dude, you're good. Like he's in the middle, he's all set, he's good to go. And then they made a mistake supposedly, and he didn't even place top 5, top 3, top 4. He was like 6th or 7th. So imagine being told you're going to win the show essentially, or take second or third, actually place, to not even placing and looking like that, being that level of conditioned, which is a lot of suffering compared to his other competitors, which were also really tight, and you can tell they really put the work in. But besides that bigger guy you saw there in the picture, he would be the winner, honestly, with conditioning and shape and how he looked. And I'm not a judge, obviously, but that's my opinion. Okay, it looks like here, that was like his coach, I believe, in the black shirt that was helping him walk away. And this might be a judge, or I don't know, a sponsor maybe, someone in charge. And it looks like they're talking through, so he's more mellowed out, more chilled out. From my understanding, they were admitting that it was a mistake. It was a mistake. And in the conversation, why he was so mad, he's like, are you guys children? Are you guys kids? Like, how can you make this mistake 3 different times? And whoops, you're now 6th or 7th. So it looks like he's more chilled out though from that that attack. So in that text, you can see there Kamran's talking about something that I guess has been talked about a lot in the bodybuilding, being a subjective sport. A lot of it is politics. So I guess it's really, really bad in Iran. So what you see there is someone actually stepping up and saying something about it. So the politics, I guess, were bad, and that's the real reason why. And that's why he's like freaking out, because it must have happened before, not the first time. But I guess the rules are a little different there. I know the politics definitely, affect everything, and in fact in our sports in the States as well, Olympia, IFBB, everywhere, honestly. But from what the comments were saying, the Iranians were saying that it's very, very bad there in Iran. So I don't know what you have to do to get picked, but it's not always on physique. So that's why he was really angry, and that's what he was kind of calling them out on, as well as calling them kind of idiots for saying whoopsies 3 times. So there's my 2 cents on this. I honestly feel bad for the guy, having done a show myself, having gone through all the prep and all the work, and then when you've done well, when you've done everything you could, and they start placing you well. I can only imagine if they did that with me, where I placed second, and then they come up to me after prejudging right before finals and actually, we made a mistake, we got messed up with your number, we meant to say you're actually going to be 7th or 6th or 8th instead of 2nd. I would have been totally pissed. Like, how can you? That's like a huge mistake to make. How can you make that mistake? So him, raging, and then on top of it, there's already politics that he knows of, that they know of behind it all. Who knows? You can say he's roid raging and he's depleted, he's hungry, and all the above, and he overreacted potentially, but he didn't hurt anyone. And he worked hard, so I can understand it way more. He's actually just speaking up. This could hurt him in the future, though, if the same judges are judging other shows. But this could also help his social media, because now he's, everywhere. So who knows? I wish him the best, as a fellow competitor. Like, that sucks. And I hope it's not politics. And hopefully he can just keep it up, because he does have a really good physique and very, very good conditioning as well. So definitely should keep it up. So I have here, Mr. Koahi. He's the Persian there. Yep. That's his page there. So feel free to give him a follow. If you support for your Iranian, please help translate. Hopefully we're not spreading a whole bunch of lies, but that's from when I see his translations, and with everything I've researched so far in the last little bit, it seems like he might not be that incorrect for the way he reacted. I wish him luck, and as always, have a good one.